Today we're gonna start with your quantitative aptitude class. That is your 139 class of the session, and as you know that we had done your 138 class of the session as well. In this has been the arithmetical ability that we had started with the 13th topic, that is your partnership. And here as well we had done your 42th question in the last sessions. Today we're gonna start with your 43rd question of the session. But before starting with this, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go ahead with like, share and subscribe so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. So here we go. 43rd question of the session. The question is, A start business with rupees 3500, and after 5 months B joined with A as his partner. After a year the profit is divided in the ratio 2:3. What is the B's contributions in the capital? That is your you have to answer here, and the option is 7,500, 8,000, 8,500, 9,000. This has been the important one question because this has also been asked in SSC examination paper, which is important a paper in terms of competition if I'm going ahead. So yes, we'll go for it, and that we'll have to answer it out. So here we go for the same. A starts business with rupees 3,500, and after 5 months B joins with A as his partner. After a year the profit is divided in the ratio 2:3. What is B's contribution in the capital? So that we have to talk here. This has been asked in SSC examination paper, and as I told you, this has been the important paper here. So let's find it out. But as I told you every time, before seeing my solution, you have to solve by your own side so that you will be able to know, are you able to solve all these type of questions or not, and are you capable, or are you preparing for it or not. So it will be telling you about that how much you have prepared and how much you have to practice more. So let's go for the solution. Let B's capital be rupees X. Then 3,500, that's 3,500 into 12 upon 42,500 into X, which is equals to 3/1. Or we can say that X is equals to 85,000 into 12 whole upon 42,500 into 3. So 3 ones are 3, 3 fours are 12. This 0 has been cancelled by this. Okay, then after that we further cancel by 5. We'll get the answer. It will be 8. So B joined for 8 months. Let's the B capital we talk about here now. So okay, sorry, we had mistaken. I have seen the another question and answered it out. So B's capital for the x, then it will be 3500 into 12 upon 7x, which is B 2 by 3. So 14x equals to 1,26,000 is equals to x equals to 9,000. So B's capital B rupees 9,000. Now we go for the next question, which has been a 44th question of the session, and the question has been said A and so we go for 44th question. As I told you, the question is A and B start a business jointly and invested rupees 16,000 for 8 months, and B remains in the business for 4 months. Out of the total profit, B claims 2 by 7 of the profit. How much money was contributed by B? The option is rupees 10,500, 11,900, 12,800 and 13,600. Let's find it out. Let's go for the same. A and B start a business jointly A invests rupees 16,000 for 8 months, and B remains in the business for 4 months. Out of the total profit, B claims 2 by 7 of the profit. How much money was contributed by B? This is what we have to talk here, and as I told you the option as well, and that has been, I told you once again, 10,500, 11,900, 12,800 and 13,600. So let's go for the same. You can try by your side. Let the total profit be rupees X, then B equals to 2x upon 7 and A equals to x minus 2x upon 7, which is equals to 5x upon 7, because the 7 was 7x, that is minus 2x, so 7 minus 2 is your 5x upon 7. So A ratio B equals to 5x upon 7, 2x upon 7, which is equals to 5 ratio 2. Let B's capital B rupees Y, then 16,000 into 8 upon Y into 4 equals to 5 by 2. Further, Y equals to 16,000 into 8 into 2 upon 5 into 4. So this is 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, and 5 is being, you can say 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are 15, then 5 twos are 10, 0 and 0. So it will multiply 32 into your 4, then we'll have 12,800. So we'll get 12,800. Now move ahead with another question, which will be in the 45th question of the session, and of course that is very important here. So let's find it out. Let's go for the same. So here we go for 45th question of the session. The question is, two friends P and Q started a business investing in the ratio 5:6. R joined them after 6 months, investing in amount equals to that of Q's. At the end of the year, 20% profit was earned, which was equals to 98,000. What was amount invested by the R? Option is 1,05,000, 1,75,000, 2,10,000. Data inadequate, none of these. This has been asked in the SBI PO question paper. So this has been important one. So we go for the same. 45th question. So the question we have here, two friends P and Q started the business investing in the ratio 5:6. Two friends P and Q started a business investing in the ratio of 5:6. R joined them after 6 months. Okay, for the 6 months, investing in amount equal to investing an amount equals to that of Q's. At the end of the year, %20 profit was earned, which was equal to rupees 98,000. What was the amount invested? By R. This is asked in SBI PO question paper. Options, as I told you, option is 1,05,000, 1,75,000, 2,10,000. Data inadequate and none of these, so we go for the same. and we find it out. So let the total profit, we have to deal a little bit longer in this particular question, so you have to be considerable, and if you are going to solve by your side, so it will be helpful for you as well. Look, go for it. Let the total profit be rupees X. So we go for it. Then 20% of X equals to 98,000. X equals to 98,000 into 100 upon 20. 0 can 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10. 98,000 into 5, it will give you 4,90,000. So let the capital of P Q and R be rupees 5x, rupees 6x and rupees 6x respectively. So 5x into 12 plus 6x plus into 12 plus 6x into 6 equals to 4,90,000 into 12. It will give you 168x equals to 4,90,000 into 12. X equals to 4,90,000 into 12 upon 168, which is equals to 35,000. So R's investment we talk here. I told you this has been the long one. You have to solve your own side if you are able to. R investment equals to 6x, which is equals to rupees 6 into 35,000 equals to rupees 2,10,000. That we get as an answer here. Now we go further and we talk about for the next question, and that is of course the important one, which is your 46th question of the session. So let's go for the same. The question we have, which has been the 46th question here. The question is, 3 partners shared the profit in the business in the ratio 5:7:8. They had partnered for 14 months, 8 months and 7 months respectively. So for that, what was the ratio of their investment? This has been asked in the hotel management question paper. The option is 5:7:8, 28:49:64, 38:28:21, and none of these. So we go for it. Three partners shared the profit in a business in the ratio 5:7:8. They had partners for they had partners for 14 months, 8 months, and 7 months, respectively. What was the ratio of their investment? What was the ratio of their investments? This is asked in hotel management question paper. The ratio is 5:7:8. Then we have your 28:49:64, 38:28:21. None of these. We go for it. Let's find it out. So here we go. That is the solution for 46th question here. Let their investment be rupees X for 14 months, rupees Y for 8 months, and rupees Z for 7 months, respectively. Then 14x 8y ratio 7z, which is equals to 5 ratio 7 ratio 8. Now 14x upon 8y equals to 5 upon y, or 5.7. 70x equals to 40y, which is further equal y equals to 7 upon 4x. Okay, now we go for it. And 14x upon 7x equals to 5.8, which is 112x equals to 35z, which is equals to z equals to 112 3.35x, which is further equals to 16 upon 5x. That is x ratio y ratio z equals to x ratio 7 upon 4x ratio 16 upon 5x. That will give you 20 ratio 35 ratio 64. Now we go further, and that we talk about 47th question here. That has been important one, so let's go for the same. Here we go. So the 47th question we have, which is A and B invest in a business in the ratio 3:2 if 5% of the total profit goes to charity and A's shares is rupees 855. The total profit is, the option is rupees 1,425 and rupees 1,500, rupees 1,537.50 and rupees 1,576. So we go for the same, and that we have to talk here. Let's find it out. 47th question of the session. So 47th question, A and B invest in a business in the ratio 3:2. If 5% of the total profit goes to charity, and A's share is rupees 855. So here we go for 855, and the total profit is option, as I told you, 1425, 1500, 1537, 1576. Yeah. So here for the same we go, that is being let the total profit be rupees 100 after paying to charity A's share equals to rupees 95 into 3 by 5, which is 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5, and 5 nines are 45, 19, 3s are, it has been rupees 57. Now if A's share is rupees 57, total profit equals to rupees 100. Now if A's share is rupees 855, then total profit equals to 100 upon 57 into 855, which is equals to rupees 1500. Okay, so now we go for the next question that we here talked about it, that has been another important one, which is 48th question of the session. The question is, A and B started a business with initial investment in the ratio 14:15, and their annual profit were in the ratio 7:6. If A invested the money for 10 months, and for how many months did B invest his money? The option is 6, 7, 8 and 9. So for the same we go for it. 48th question of the session. A and B started a business with initial investment in the ratio 14:15, and their annual profits were in the ratio 7:6. If A invested the money for 10 months, for how many months did B invests his money. Option is 6, 7, 8 and 9. So we go for the same, and that we solve it here as well. Suppose A invested rupees 14x for 10 months, and B invested rupees 15x for Y months, then 14x into 10, 15x into Y equals to 7/6. Y equals to 840/105, which is equals to 8. Hence B invested the money for 8 months. So that we have to answer here. Hence and B invests the mother money for 8 months. Now we go for the next and the last question, that is 49th question of the session. Question is, A and B are the partners in the business. A contributes 1/4 of the capital for 15 months and B received 2/3 of the profit. For how long B's money was used? This has been asked in SSC examination paper. Option is 6 months, 9 months, 10 months and 1 year. So we go for the same. A and B are partners in a business. A contributes 1/4 of the capital for 15 months and B receives 2/3 of the profit for how long B's money was used. This has been asked in SSC examination paper. So we answer it out on the same way. The options for the same is 6 months, 9 months, 10 months and 1 year. So here we go for that. Let the total profit be rupees Z, then let the total profit be rupees Z, then B's share equals to 2Z/3. A's share equals to rupees Z minus 2Z/3, which is equals to rupees Z/3. So A ratio B ratio C, sorry, A ratio B equals to Z/3 ratio 2Z/3. It will give you 1/2. Now we talk about for the next, that is you have to let the total capital of X and then you have to solve for the same. So let the total capital capital B rupees X, and suppose B's money was used for X months, then 1 by 4x into 15 upon 3 by 4x into y equals to 1 by 2. Y equals to 15 into 2 upon 3, which is equals to 10. Thus, B's money was used for 10 months. So here we're gonna end up with, and after ending it up, we are dealing with chemistry and the physics part 1 for class 11th in CRT. Other than that, we are dealing many more questions related to it, even though we are dealing with English vocabulary and the computer-based grammatical and statistical technique. Here we had completed your these questions. After completing these, we'll be going for, this is your 49th question which we had done, and after completing that we are dealing with the 50th question in the 140th class. So we deal with this. These were the data sufficiency type questions. In terms of quantitative aptitude, we had started with arithmetical ability, where we had done numbers, operations on numbers, SCF and LCF of numbers, decimal fraction, simplification, square roots and cube root, problems on numbers, problems on ages, odds and indices, percentage, profit and loss, ratio and proportion, partnership, chain rule, time and work, pattern system, time and distance, problems on train, boards and streams, application, allegation or mixture, simple interest, compound interest, logarithm, area, volume and surface area, races and games with skills, calendar, clocks, stocks and shares, permutation and combination, probability to discount, bankers, discount, height and distance, noun, tabulation, then data interpretation, tabulation, bar graphs, pie charts and line graph. Thank you. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give it a